Nobody in though. Yeah, wait.
It says we got 4 people in. Who's in the chat? Who's
I'm in here.
live with us?
It says Snoop C.
Snoop C. I don't see anything.
I see. What's up, boxing bro? Shout out to Soup C, Lax
Oh, okay.
44, Swin OC, Siyun OC, Jerry Summers, so cool.
Oh yeah,
Shout
they
out to
coming
all
in
of y'all.
now. There we go. There go our peoples.
Yeah. What up, Carlos? Cashin, we see you. Culture, we see you. Arlette, welcome.
All right, we got our people. Salute.
Yes.
Oh, say kits. Let's do it.
What's that? Jack Levickson? G to PT. What's going on? Boxing UK Bros. West London. What's good? G to PT. I'll be seeing you in the comment section. Shout out to you, brother.
All right, let's
get it. 718. 80s baby. What's good?
Well, we appreciate you, Snoop.
For real. How y'all doing today?
Okay.
Oh, Sweden, stand up.
Okay, Sweden, that's what's up. We got C Stant says, "Where's the super chat?"
We gotta discuss that. We gotta
We're still discussing that.
All that Constable say y'all up early. Hey, we usually record a show earlier than this. Yeah, so we finished early today. So what's that?
Oh, Rachel in the building.
Oh yeah. What's that? Maidenhead UK. Shout out to UK always.
Shout out.
Harlem in the building.
Harlem.
Man. Yeah.
That's right. That's bringing me back to my Dipset days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember in high school that huge debate which one's better, Dipset or G Unit. It was crazy.
It's still Dipset.
Well, of course, Ned put Purple Haze in his classic albums.
You know, come on now. Purple Haze is classic gold. If you guys haven't listened to Cameron Purple Haze, you won't be upset if you do. Change your life.
Right. Don't force it now. That was a good album. Straightforward. Yo, salute to my man C Stitch, yo. We appreciate the love, man.
C Stitch want us to promote somebody. He wants to talk good about Gary.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? He goes, where's the delusional Wilder fanboy?
G took his meds today. So.
Oh man.
Yo, G's in rehab for this. That's why.
What's going on, Jason? Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all one of the things we did is we made our predictions for the Charlo fight. We won't tell you our predictions. You gotta watch them. You gotta watch the video. But tell us who you predicting to win Jamal Charlo versus Sergey Derevyanchenko.
Let's see what they're about to say.
I'm trying to see what y'all thinking. This is Jamal Charlo versus Sergey Derevyanchenko. Who do you think is going to win that fight?
Yo, Trill, you see the
Trill, they need to see your eyes, man. Ooh, the Rev is taking it right now.
Yeah, sir.
Oh man, wow, the Rev is up there killing it.
We didn't ask you guys whose personality did you like better. We actually thought we would win the fight.
I might get robbed.
Oh wow, the Revianchenko is pulling away right now. Oh,
Best fourth quarter.
Wow, Chenko.
This is for you, Ned.
What's up? Young black guitarist plays a version of Purple Haze.
Chris Tone Ingram plays a great version of Purple Haze.
We talk about totally different Purple Haze.
All right, so now I want to know who you think's gonna win between Jermell Charlo and Jason Rosario. That's gonna be a good one. Now, who you think's gonna win that? Have both Charlos being Chenko has fought better fighters. Very excited for both cards, though. We'll be happy to stay up to watch.
Now, how many of y'all are buying that fight?
hey, that's not yet. Oh, Jermell, Jason. Well, this we asked Jermell versus Jason right now. Small Charlo, angry Charlo.
Yeah, I feel Arlette, yo. I've been thinking the same thing. I don't be remembering their first names, yo. The small, the bigger one. That's how I do it.
They say they only have to pay £15 in the UK for that fight. So a lot more people are picking Jermell than picking Jamal, actually. So that's a interesting dynamic. Evil twin. Hero, evil twin. All right, now, Ned, ask the question. Go ahead.
How many of y'all are purchasing this pay-per-view next Saturday? We want to know.
We're asking for a friend.
I have to keep this up for a little bit.
Showtime gonna be upset after this.
Hold on, y'all gotta roll the volume on your phone. This is echo.
Wow, LK said no purchase. Stefan Brom said no. Nope. Jerry Summers said not I, said the cat. Wow. Paulette Constable said both Charlo crybabies. I can't support them. C Stan said only buying it because there's barely anything out there. Cashin said, even though it's only £15, them angry little men aren't getting my money. Wow. This is cold-blooded. It's
true. They have turned a lot of people off by their acting.
Well, that's crazy.
Promotion trash.
Ned just found out there was a fight.
Oh, man. I'm shocked, yo. There's probably gonna be like the ratings for that show fight is gonna be so low.
Oh, you see, Rachel threw out an idea. Throw Rachel up. She said, "Why don't you guys do live commentary? That way, I won't have to buy it."
Oh man.
Hey man, I don't know what y'all think. You think we should do live commentary on that?
I think we should, yo. I think it'll be funny. Yeah.
Who buying the fight? Where are we watching this?
I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna buy it too, man. I gotta support, man. You know what I'm saying?
Charles.
What's up?
You buy it?
I'm gonna stream it.
Trill's pulling a Complex. You thought Complex was like, oh, it's a great fight. It's one of the best pay-per-views. He never said he was going to buy it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, because he said he's going to be in Mexico. I think in Mexico they got it for free, so he's good. Yeah.
Did you see what Alec Constable said, bro?
Oh, wait a minute. I'll put my period.
The views and opinions of Arlette Constable.
Oh, man. You see, it's going to be hard for me during heavyweight fights because I'm too invested. So it'd be like, you know what I mean?
Get it together, man.
I want y'all to see me at my lowest.
The only thing that I foresee being an issue about doing live commentary on a fight is, unless you're watching it at the same place on the same TV, some TVs are going to be slightly ahead or behind. So I feel like that will make it more difficult.
Oh, this ain't a good idea. Let's go, Rachel. Go ahead and live. I paid $50. His max is $55.
Yo, that's really around the range it should have been. It should have been like $49.99.
$50. Yeah. Yo, y'all are wild, yo. Okay, I see channels doing giveaways. That's certain subscribing numbers. Is that something you got thinking about? You know what? Maybe we should. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Mm-hmm.
What, do the live stream?
Like giveaways. Like when we get to 10,000, maybe we should do something, but we give away something like
signed gloves.
Yeah, signed.
What are they going to do with that?
Cherish it.
Yo, and this Mr. Old School, I agree. Right now, pay-per-view should have been 35 to 45. Max, I say 50 in this economy because a lot of people lost their jobs, all kind of stuff, man. So they're taking a chance doing this, you know. Do a pre and post on the fights. Oh yeah, you know, maybe we could do that. You know what I mean?
I mean, if we do a live stream, we just gonna have to get together and watch it somewhere because we have to watch it on the same TV. Yeah. It's the only way we'll be watching the same action at the same time.
Facts, because even when we be texting each other during the fights, somebody be like, "Oh, what y'all talking about?" You know what I mean? It's just like, oh,
HD slows it down, so it's like when it's like when you watch, unless you're going to watch it in standard def, and I'm not watching a fight in standard def.
If it was 50, they in there. Mm-hmm.
Let this be a lesson to you, Charlos, or this gets to you, or not even the Charlos. It's not like you price it, or maybe you did. I don't know. But whoever makes the final decision on the pricing, there are a lot of people saying they would have purchased that pay-per-view if it was $50. Now, if you would have just charged $50, you would have made more money based on the number of people who are saying they would have purchased it at $50. But the fact that you try to get greedy and make it $75, you're losing out. You could have had higher numbers and more money. Message.
I got the Gypsy King. I'm like, he ain't even for fighting. You know? Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who would have this on? Like Hooters, they would probably have this fight. You know what I mean? You just go to the bar and watch it, you know. Just make sure we have Complex with the Wilder fight. Yeah.
He gonna show up. He gonna show up.
It's so high because they're hoping they can force the board public into impulse buying it.
All right, so how about this? What are your thoughts on Vasily Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez not having a rematch clause? We need a Hooters in England. GOS.
Yo, what's going on with this? What happened if AJ later clean a big card, pop a dump, little dumb chin? Oh man, like, oh hold on, wait a minute. I almost didn't show this, but too late. I'll probably watch it at my local strip club. It was,
Oh man.
That's our man, Lil Jacob. He came on the last live. Then he said he became. What's up, Lil Jacob?
G1 legs 11. I don't get that.
also, there are a couple of Hooters in England. All right.
Yo, Chaps, Birmingham City FC, Zulu Warriors UK. All right.
Elias, respect to no rematch clause because they both confident in their abilities. These rematch clause, it holds everything up. Oh, Loma, there's levels to boxing.
All right. I respect that.
But how about
the way he loses, though?
Exactly. I was about to say that. You know what I mean? I think the money's in the rematch if it's close. I actually agree with that.
Sometimes you don't need it for the rematch to happen. The rematch will create the demand for itself.
So this is a voluntary fight. There's no rematch. Do we ask who you think's gonna win?
No, we just asked what were their thoughts on there being no rematch clause. But they can tell who they think's gonna win.
Ooh, this is a good one. Yo, did y'all see? I don't know. Somebody shit on Twitter. They compared Campbell and Ryan's hooks, their left hooks. You know what I mean? And they're talking about how Ryan's is way faster, but the technique is like off, and how he drops his right hand when he throws the left hook, while Campbell's is slower, but he's like more technically sound. I thought it was an interesting comparison, you know. So let's just see who gets caught with the hook during their fight. You know what I mean?
No, that's a great fight. I can't wait for that fight. I think it's going to be a tough fight for Ryan Garcia. He can pull it off, but Luke Campbell can pull it off. Once again, this is one of those fights where I want to sit back and see and hear more before I make a decision. But I think that this fight is definitely one I'm looking forward to. Old School said, off subject question. Why you think Shawn Porter didn't have rematch clauses in his title fights? Because nobody want to see Shawn Porter, man. Nobody. Nobody want to see Shawn.
G, can you remember the title of the video? Boxing Bros Live 9/20. Is today 20th?
No, I think he was talking about
Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell.
Ryan Garcia.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. You know what? I'm
Yo, put this LaFez comment up, G. Right now.
Shawn Porter is entertaining.
Who you lying to, LaFez? Are you trying to convince me, or are you trying to convince yourself? Yo, G, I think you froze us, dog.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It looks like we're frozen on my screen.
Nah, we're not frozen.
Oh, word. My screen's frozen.
You got that AOL, bro.
Yeah. Listen, back to what I was saying. Shawn Porter, he's not an entertaining fighter, man. It's like running back style. I don't know. It's different strokes, different folks. When I look at Shawn Porter, I just see running back style. It's annoying.
Said Shawn Porter because it's Sunday. There's football's on.
Maybe Fez learned boxing watching Brazil.
Damn. Put some respect on Porter his Riddler looking suits.
Oh, hold up, yo, go to this Arlette Constable comment. Y'all just mad because Porter made Garcia in that drunk Spence look average. For starters,
Oh, is that?
Yeah, he just logged himself out.
I don't know. We just lost Kaden.
Yeah, Caden's connection probably.
He said, "Pardon my back." On that
Oh man, no.
Not entertaining. Most of the time, he is wrestling. Reminds me of Bradley. Whoa, this is why I gotta stop y'all there. Why y'all disrespecting Timothy Bradley, man? Listen.
Oh yeah, because he does. Him, Kareem Mayfield, all them guys.
You know what it is with Bradley? He always came in with his head, but Porter literally, it's like he's like moving forward. So I can understand what Caden's saying about the Porter running back style. I don't think Bradley has a running back style. Bradley's more of a defensive fighter. He just happens to use his head.
Leads with his head. Both guys are the same. I don't like those guys, man, the way that they fight. I'll give Porter credit on the Earl's fight. I thought he fought amazing. I thought he fought amazing in the fight against Earl, even though he lost. You know what I'm saying? I think he fought.
Arlette, I can share that. It's not necessarily swearing. She said, y'all are Fanny Garcia nut huggers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually not. You know what I mean?
I'm not either. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fanboy either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna hate somebody just because I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, you got your favorites, right? Y'all got your favorites, so y'all gonna disagree with, you know what I'm saying, or hate on the next man. Nah, I got my favorite, and I can be honest too. You know what I'm saying? Got nothing to do with none of that weird stuff you talking, but it got something to do with, you know, it is what it is. Shawn Porter gets in there with people. You see what he did with Berto. You're going to try to tell me that was cool? Like, he split Berto's whole face open with headbutts. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shawn is known as being a run. We didn't make this up. This is what he's known for being. It's not like we just making this up. You know what I'm saying? We're not making this up.
Someone needs to interrupt the ad lib until Kaden comes back. Yo, dude, but he's in the chat though.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, all that.
Oh man, y'all crazy.
Oh man, yeah.
Nah, but like, say for example, like for me, I thought Thurman beat Garcia. You know?
You don't think he lost against? You didn't watch that fight?
Which fight you talking about?
She said she don't think Porter lost against Spence. He fought good, but he lost. You know what I'm saying? He fought a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I think he lost by that knockdown.
Yeah, the comments are coming in so fast, man. I'm trying to get everybody. Be on the claim.
Yeah, coming out that Earl would have.
He left. She said he left his door. This
complex should take his place. He won.
She said he won.
He won who? Against Earl? No, he did not. Earl got the victory. Well, he won against Danny. Yep, he beat Danny. He definitely beat Danny on paper. But if you watch that fight, if we sat down and watched that fight, and you only in Harlem, so we can watch that fight, you're gonna be like, ooh, you ain't never seen Shawn Lee with a hematoma like that.
His fight with Earl was extremely close.
You know what I'm saying? The one with Danny, he lost, but listen, I ain't never seen Danny look like he wasn't in the fight, and he's light-skinned. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he wasn't in the fight, he was light-skinned. Porter had two heads.
Danny looked better against Porter than Spence. So, are you saying that you think Danny is? I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say. Are you saying that? So you think Spence is just gonna beat Danny?
Yo, I hear you, LaFez. Danny was not throwing enough wild shots. Porter was throwing everything. It wasn't even landing. If you watch that fight, he wasn't even landing. Danny was landing the clean, effective shots.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe he wasn't throwing enough.
James, I thought Ugas also beat Porter.
Mm-hmm. I thought Ugas beat Porter also.
Mm-hmm. Crawford beat Spence. We all waiting for that fight.
We're waiting for that fight, man. Like,
Porter always smothers his work.
You don't give credit for fights that haven't happened yet.
Porter looked different against Spence. Earl edged the win. Mm-hmm. You know why he looked different against Spence? He had the box. You know what I mean? Because I think he probably either he respected Spence's power, or like he's like, let me try something new. But I have to imagine he was respecting Spence. You know what I mean? Let's see, I would not have been mad if they gave it to Porter until that punch. Oh, LK, which fight you talking about?
Little Jacob, I agree.
Yeah, there's so many comments coming up, man. Like,
Ugas is definitely underrated.
Danny Porter fight. Hold on, let me see. See if I saved my scores.
Yeah, he said he did land some clean punches, wasn't landing enough. If you look, like he landed more than Shawn did. Shawn just threw more. Danny landed more. He connected more of his shots. And usually if a person connects with more of his shots, it's supposed to win the fight. But what do I know?
Yeah, this is all right. This is the two fights that I was like, clearly I thought Danny Garcia lost. In my honest opinion, I'm pretty sure Trill and Kane are gonna disagree with me. I thought Lamont Peterson beat Danny Garcia, and I thought Thurman beat Danny Garcia by a round. You know what I mean? So, like, but even with those, I think Danny is one of the top dudes in the welterweight division. You know what I mean? Like, he is a great fighter. So, you know, I'm not gonna take anything away from him. I agree, Ugas is underrated. Exactly. Like, these are
Marcus Herrera. I think that's the only one to me who had got a clear one to me, and Danny got a gift on that one. There was a lot of emotions in that fight. We're going to Puerto Rico and fighting in front of, you know.
Oh, I forgot about that fight too. Yeah, he lost that one, but you know, I felt like
he was crying before the bell.
He was like, "You give him that."
He was crying before the bell rung.
Oh, let me see what this one is. Spencer's only just started sparring again. I have to see what he looks like against Garcia to determine if he will. I'm the same way, Rachel. Yeah, like,
hey man, he's getting back.
Washing Crawford washing Spence. Man. I'm like, come on, man. Like, put some respect on Spencer's name. You know what I mean? Danny Gift Garcia. Oh.
Yeah, we mentioned he did beat people at 147. He beat the Ghost. The Ghost is the one who got a pay-per-view fight with the Great Floyd.
What's going on?
You trying to say the Ghost Guerrero ain't a top guy?
Yeah, he's good at 140, but he didn't beat anyone at 147. I mean, 147 is stacked, though. You know what I mean?
He beat some guys at 147.
Complex is yeah. Hey, Complex, you want the invite? Let me know.
No, the other guys that your guy Shawn Porter was having a tough guy with, you see what Danny did to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to mention Adrian Granados. You know?
Hold on, I gotta make sure. Is Kaden good?
Yeah, yo, let's check up on him, man.
Oh yeah, hey, yo, Ned. Can you text him?
I got you.
All right, where your Complex? I'm about to email it to you.
Yeah, we done?
No, I'm just emailing Complex a link real quick. Oh, damn. Hold on. Crawford on his worst day beat Spence on his best day. All right, man. All right, yeah, everybody, they really don't like Spence out here, man.
They don't like Spence.
Yo, I don't want to disrespect Complex, but this is funny.
No, I agree on that. Granados is an elite, but he worked over Shawn Porter. He had Shawn Porter looking crazy in there.
Yo, okay, oh man.
Complex coming in swinging facts.
Hate's a strong word. Hate's a strong word.
Who said they hate what? What's going on?
Yeah, I agree. He ain't. Damn.
Hate Spence. Wow, what Spence do to you?
That's all. Yo, sis, what's good? Right? You know what I mean? Like,
Is it working?
Yeah, you here, man.
Came out the wild with me. It was good. You know? Yeah, it was good, Carl.
What up? Driving through the city. What's good, fellas?
All right.
Where's Kaden?
Porter elite. Yo, come on, yo. All that, come on, man. Listen, I'm not really a Shawn Porter like fan like that. I don't really like his style, but he is an elite fighter, man. This getting paid, you know.
Oh, y'all talking about Danny Garcia?
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yo, Complex. What's good? What's your thoughts on Danny Garcia?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear
you. We hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I was saying y'all talking about Danny Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny Garcia ain't beat nobody at 147. He's a elite junior welterweight, but at welterweight, he ain't cutting it. And that's all due respect, because I remember I used to hate on Danny Garcia. You remember back in the day? I used to hate on him, but he earned my respect with that Matisse win. When he beat Matisse, I had to give it up to him. So I was like, fair. But at 147, he lost to Thurman. He lost to Porter. He only beat – who'd he beat? Robert Guerrero.
Put in front of him. Robert Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? I know. Listen, I'm not going to hear – I don't want you talking about no Danny Garcia, especially what he did to the guy, Amir Khan. Danny Garcia has to be pulled with a grain of salt.
At junior welterweight, he got that. I give it to you. But I'm just saying, off his track record, he's not elite.
At welterweight, he only got 2 losses.
That's all his losses. That's all of them.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody else, the great Robert Guerrero, the Ghost, he took him out. Any other
Ghost.
Look, we see who you going to mention is better. We're going to say Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter got everything handed to him by Adrian Granados. And you see what we get to him.
Shawn Porter beat Danny Garcia.
But listen, when you land the majority of your power shots, right? You're supposed to win that fight, right?
No, apparently not by the judges' scorecard.
The judges.
Danny Garcia did not get that W. Danny Garcia is good, but Danny Garcia, he takes too long to get into the fight. That's what happened against Thurman.
He takes too long to warm up. I think he starts late. I totally agree with you. I think that he starts late, and that's would be his problem. And then he's playing catch up. You know, like
you can't do that.
You can't.
You know, everybody at junior welterweight, guys were getting knocked out by that no look left hook. But at welterweight,
everybody getting knocked out by other hands. We see the devastating power that Danny does showed against other guys. Look, I want to say it again. He lost.
He hasn't stopped anybody at welterweight. Who's he stopped at welterweight?
You see, he had Thurman running. We seen him stop Brandon Rios. We seen him with that.
Oh, Brandon Rios.
No, let me ask you a question from Little Jacob. He said that Danny Garcia is a gatekeeper now. Do y'all agree or disagree?
I disagree, man.
You know what? Angel Garcia said something one time after he lost to, I think it was either Thurman or Porter, but he was like, my son's not going to be no gatekeeper. Like, I'm not going to let him be like a stepping stone. Like, I think if Garcia loses to Spence, I think that's it. I think that's a wrap. Because I don't think it don't make sense for you if you can't beat Thurman, Porter, or Spence. What do you got? What's the point? Who are you gonna fight? You don't want to fight these young up and coming dudes. Like for what? I mean, you made a lot of money. What are you gonna move up to 154? Like, or move back down?
Hey, watch your mouth, okay? Oh man, these guys are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, what's your thoughts on
LK's going in. He said Caden is watching the views plummet, figures plummet as complex joins. Oh man,
They love complex.
What are you doing to the fans, man?
You love to hate.
against
Because you relate to what I say.
All right, so fellas, I'm gonna pose this question. This is C-Stance's point of view, but I'll pose that as a question. If Danny doesn't win against Spence, will Danny Garcia be a gatekeeper? How about this, Trill? I want you to answer that.
Will he, if he loses against Spence, will he become a gatekeeper?
Mm-hmm.
No. If he loses against somebody like a Ennis, a Boots, you know what I'm saying? That's what officially makes him a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? You got these guys are elite guys. You know what I'm saying? Like at one time you had Hearns and Leonard and Hagler all at one time, and he was like, "Oh, if he lost if Hearns lost to Hagler and Leonard, does that make Hearns a gatekeeper, or does that make Hagler a gatekeeper, or Leonard a gatekeeper?" Nah, these guys is all top elite guys.
Oh.
If he loses to any guys other than these guys, like if he was to lose to like somebody else, you know, like maybe he'll start to, but nah, you don't be into these. Guys at the top division. These are the
be a definition of a gatekeeper. If
that's exactly
gatekeeper, right? This is what a gatekeeper does. You know what I'm saying? It's like a guy that we put against a Josito Lopez as a gatekeeper.
No, Josito Lopez is a journeyman. Josito Lopez is a journeyman.
Yeah, but you will put him as a gatekeeper also. Like I would want Boots to go against Josito Lopez so we can see where Boots is. That's what we see as a gatekeeper. Like Danny brings him out, and Danny's still a star. You know what I'm saying?
The Danny Garcia show? Nah, the thing is this. A gatekeeper is a guy who's not necessarily elite, but he's better than the up-and-coming guys. So if you beat him, that lets you know, are you elite or not? So
Danny's elite. I think Danny's elite.
Honestly, Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia are right in the same spot. They're right in that like no man's land. Too good, better than under guys, but not good enough to beat the top guys. So you're right there. Just you can see the top, but you can't reach it.
I don't know until they get in there. Like when I see Danny in these wins, like I want to see like when I seen Danny and Thurman, right? I seen Thurman running from a Danny, from somebody who's supposed to be trash, right? That's how y'all trying to make it seem like Danny is, right? Like Danny is not elite. But why was Thurman running from this guy? When Porter, right? Porter got hit with some clean, effective shots, and Danny landed more shots on Porter than Porter landed on him, right? And left Porter with a hematoma on the side of his face. Danny should have been bruised up. He's lighter. He's light-skinned. It's just physics. You know what I'm saying? So, he should have been bruised. He looked like he wasn't hit at all. You know what I'm saying? Danny is elite. Sometimes he doesn't get the nod from the judges. I believe some of it might be due to Angel's fault. Sometimes people just don't like you. You know, like you could be judging a fight. You know what I'm saying? If somebody
his father doesn't help. His father death doesn't.
Yeah, and it doesn't help. And some judges might look at it like, okay, that was a close round, but I don't like Danny. I like this guy better. So this is a close round. I'm gonna give it to us this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Yo, listen. Yo, I didn't want to bring no smoke. I promise. I try to ignore all the negative posts, but I have to read this. Yo, Stephanie, you had me dying. So delusional. He wears a face mask in a car. No clue. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, man, I ain't trying to catch corona, all right? Look out of here.
In your old vehicle?
Hey, I just keep it on like this so I don't forget it. I just slide it down when I'm not wearing it.
It's all good. I respect it.
What are you, anti-mask because you don't believe in corona? I bet y'all don't believe in vaccines either, huh?
Come on, bro. I stay with the mask on.
Hey, man, this is Boxing Bros. The view.
We going down. Let's go down.
Oh man.
No, but this is the thing. The difference between Danny, let's say the top welterweights of today, and the four kings of the 80s. They all had wins against each other. Danny doesn't have a win. At least Shawn Porter has a win against Danny. Porter, that's his, like, he has wins against, other top, but Danny got no top wins at welterweight. That's my only thing. So if he doesn't win against Spence, he's 0 for 3.
It's controversial though. Like how you look at it with Danny is this, right? People, they're always gonna mention, like, you ain't seen him get beat though. You seen a guy, like, you see him lose a fight that a guy was running from him in. You seen him lose the fight where he landed the most clean, effective shots and the guy had a hematoma, right? You know what I'm saying? And even in the fight that I said that he lost against Marco Herrera, we realized there was a lot of emotions and stuff involved. You know what I'm saying? We talk about
I'm sorry. These comments, man. Somebody said Carpenter's got a chin diaper. All right. Smoke free Sunday. No more hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because all the shit I'm about to talk to y'all. That's why I need the diaper on my chin.
All right, how about this? Now we're about to turn it up, seeing that we got Complex. Let's talk about the heavyweight division. So we have
a lot of people couldn't knock out Ivan Red Calf.
Tyson Fury said that he believes that Usyk will beat Anthony Joshua. Do you guys agree? And please also in the comments let us know.
What happened? What was that?
That Tyson Fury said that he believes Usyk's gonna beat Anthony Joshua. Oh, Caden's in the building. All
right.
Yo, listen, man. Don't let Complex talk boxing ever again, please.
Oh, you see, I had to hold it down for him. Please. I had to hold it down for him.
Yo, Trill, I'm sorry I left you alone to be the only rational person up there, bro.
I was over here flexing, bro. I needed this. I needed this time to show everybody my boxing knowledge.
For all the people talking nonsense, it's an old adage in boxing. If you land 50% of your power punches, you win the fight. Danny Garcia 42% of his power punches against Shawn Porter, and somehow he lost the fight. And don't take my word for it. Go watch the fight again, but also look at the announcement. When they announced the winner of that fight, the judge's face was like absolute shock. And this is a judge who can't hide his emotions. Every time someone lands a good punch, he goes, "It's Stephen Wilkins." He was like looking in disbelief. So everyone's saying Danny Garcia is the gatekeeper. Ask yourself this question. Name someone who's beat him that wasn't elite. And even the elite people beat him. Split decision lost, close decision lost. That's not a gatekeeper. So, like, I just think people like to exaggerate. But, when it's all said and done, we'll see what happens with this Earl Spence fight.
Yeah, people like who they like, and they hate who they hate. I guess that's what it is. I love the sport of boxing. Better than my favorite.
And what else was what were y'all talking about? Because I had to dip off for a second.
It was if Danny loses to Spence, will he be considered a gatekeeper? Trying to
Stop it. You just asked about the Usyk and
that's what we're talking about right now. So Tyson Fury saying that Usyk will beat AJ, and what's your thoughts? And so I'm looking through the comments right now. Little Jacob said Usyk is way.
Y'all can go to that.
AJ is physically imposing, which I agree. You got C-Stan said, I can't say Usyk beats AJ without seeing what Usyk does against Chisora. AJ can box and he has power. Tyson just talks a lot to clear up convo. You know what I mean?
Well, I think Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley both said that Usyk could beat AJ. Where I mean, if you how much you take their I don't know how much you care for their their advice or whatever, but they both believe that Usyk can win. I don't necessarily believe that Usyk can win off of that one showing at heavyweight. So I got to see more. But I think at heavyweight you need to have power to keep guys honest. I don't think he's got the power to keep AJ honest. I think as cruiserweight he probably could get away with that, but at heavyweight, one punch changes everything. So if it's taking you however many rounds to take out Chaz Witherspoon, right? A guy who came off the couch literally, then I don't know what you're gonna do against AJ, and AJ's gonna outweigh you by like at least 30 pounds of muscle.
We about to stir it up. Y'all ready for the question? And I don't know how this is gonna go, but can Usyk beat Deontay Wilder?
Who gonna attack this first?
You want to?
Hell yeah! This is what we talking about right now. Yes,
people are writing.
Good. He has the more. He has the better. Like, listen, I'm not gonna go in on Wilder, right? Because that has been the joke, right? So I'm not gonna go in on Wilder. Wilder has to start believing in himself. Like, he needs to start believing in himself and learning how to box. Okay, we get it. We learned about the right hand. Now we got anybody that can box is gonna beat Wilder. That's how I feel. If you can have movement and you can box and you're not 60 years old like Ortiz, you gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But until Wilder just gets this notion out of his head that all he needs is the big right hand. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that can box is gonna drag Deontay Wilder up. You know what I'm saying? The brother has to go back. Like I always mention the Stavern fight. But that was the first time I ever seen Deontay Wilder hook off a jab, and he was marvelous in there. And I was like, if this guy can continue boxing that way, he will be a problem. But he didn't. He didn't.
Yo, to be honest with you, I actually agree with Trill and a lot of these people. Yo, listen, don't add up. You know what I mean? So it's like with Wilder, I feel like it's too slippery. And Usyk's consistent with his slipperiness from round 1 to 12. You have a hard time landing that right hand on a Usyk. So if he connects, though, you know what I mean? Wilder literally has a puncher's chance, but that's about it. You know what I mean? So that's I still lean towards Usyk to be honest. And I'm not even coming from like I'm being biased or anything. I'm trying to be as like authentic with my answer as possible. Like if I was a Wilder's manager or promoter, I wouldn't even set up that fight because it's like certain fighters, you just know it's like this is too much for our fighter right now. Don't even do it to yourself. You know what I mean? Like Usyk's too skilled with his footwork. That's going to be the problem. You know what I mean?
I see you, Tony. Lions.
I need y'all to talk so I could manage this comment section because there's like a lot of posts coming up now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you start talking about that Wilder, everybody come out.
Yeah, facts.
They see the cousin complexes in here. Everybody wants your attention.
How about this? I would recommend this since Complex is here and people want to get at him. Give people like 4 or 5 questions and get at Complex and let them respond.
Ooh, you know what? That's a good point. All right, people, y'all heard Kaden? Any questions y'all have for Complex? Write it in the chat. Yeah, like these are. It has to be a real boxing question. Let's
be respectful because that is our boxing cousin.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and of course, be respectful, be clever, be funny. Not that anyone comes with disrespect typically on this chat. So.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
How about this Complex? That's the first question you answered. Usyk versus Wilder, who wins? And be real.
You know I'm gonna pick Wilder.
All right, but now that you got the fan question, the fanboy answer, give us your real answer. Like if you had to bet your house, how about
let me be honest. Let me be honest. I've only seen highlights of Usyk. I haven't seen much. The first full fight I saw of Usyk was against Chaz Witherspoon, and the Chaz Witherspoon fight was okay. I wasn't blown away for a guy. This is like I said. I was trying to say earlier, but I might have got cut off. In the heavyweight division, I feel like you need power to keep guys honest because one punch can change anything. If it took him, I don't know, maybe 7-8 rounds, and the guy was basically tired. He didn't even like really hurt him, right, at heavyweight. So you got a guy coming off the couch, literally 2 days notice, no whatever, and it's taking you that long to get him out of there. I don't see you hanging at heavyweight that long. I mean, he could be good, but I don't think he's gonna beat the top guys, the top of the division, because all it takes is one punch. I mean, you know, I just don't see it. So that's my belief, anyways. That's why I don't say Usyk. If Usyk can convincingly stop Chisora, then maybe. You know, if he can really get in there and take Chisora out, maybe. But even Chisora, honestly, is a little chinny at this point. So I don't know.
All right,
Arlette, let me just address something to you. To me, that's a compliment. You said Trill loves Danny. Actually, tell you the truth, Danny wasn't even one of my guys. Actually, I had to be sold on Danny by Caden. You know what I'm saying? But I like that because I'm a lover of boxing. So if you think that I love a fighter, that I really don't, that just shows that I'm doing my job as a lover of boxing. I love boxing.
Arlette, you accuse us of loving everybody, but you don't see your bias. You accuse us of loving Fury. You accuse us of loving Danny. Anytime we like someone or we give props to someone you don't like, you accuse us of being a lover.
I know.
Maybe you're just a hater.
Like who he clearly beat at 147. I named out Granados. I named out Brandon Rios. I named out the Ghost. I named out every guy that, except for the 2 guys he lost to. He done beat at 147. Like, are you having another bad day, Arlette?
All right, so now complex. I think you already answered this question before, but Jay Rodriguez asks, "Do you believe in the Wilder Fury conspiracies? And if you do, which one do you believe?"
No, I don't know. There's so many flying around there. I'm not really one for conspiracies. Like, unless I kind of get some proof, I don't believe. You know, the whole glove, whatever. That was all kind of goofy to me. I don't know what else. You know, I just think Wilder got caught and he had a bad night at the office, and it happens. Fury came in, was a better fighter than him. You know, Fury came in, and that's what it is. But, you know, I don't know about this all. I don't subscribe to that. So basically, no.
All right. So the next question from C Stance. Who you got? Wilder versus Andy Ruiz.
I still pick Wilder.
Complex.
What?
The hard one for you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I think
Ruiz does it for the big boys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like
Complex.
Which one?
Complex. Tell them what it is. Just tell them what it is. Wilder versus everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You said what?
Oh, okay.
No, I still pick Wilder over Ruiz because for this reason. One, Ruiz, I think he can be possibly good, but I didn't like that he came in out of shape against AJ in the second fight. So depends on how serious he's taking it. Then two, Wilder has the reach. Wilder can fight a shorter guy like that, a shorter. Ruiz has fast hands, but not really fast feet. So Wilder can keep that guy at a distance. So it probably looks similar to the Stavern fight 1.
hold on, I'm just trying to see the other questions. Yo, the comment board just keep getting lit up. So,
I could do like 2 more because I gotta step out real quick.
No, that's all good. Oh, all right, hold on. I see one right here. So, Complex, do you think Joshua would have knocked out the fighters Wilder fought in his first? All right,
answer the question.
Do you think Joshua would have knocked out?
I want to hear what he's gonna say
before he won the WBC title. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I already know he's gonna say yeah.
No, so the point is, if you think that Anthony Joshua would have knocked out all the guys that Deontay Wilder knocked out, what makes it so impressive that Deontay Wilder did it?
Anthony Joshua was impressive too.
Why is it so impressive?
Anthony Joshua was impressive too.
Yo, I got a real question, Complex.
Yeah.
Beef with Anthony Joshua and keep it 100.
My beef is that he didn't fight Wilder back in 2018.
So that's your only issue with him.
Anthony Joshua is a spectacular fighter. I watched him fight Klitschko. He's good. I just think Wilder could beat him. And I believe he was running from Wilder. That's it. Apart from that, he's a good fighter. I'm not going to take away. This is the thing. And this is why the Wilder hate is so funny. It's like, even though I can say I'm not an Anthony Joshua fan or I'm not whatever, I can still respect that he's a good fighter and that he's a top heavyweight, of course. But I'm not going to be like, oh, he's trash and everybody fought is trash and whatever. At the end of the day, he's a champion, right? At the end of the day, Wilder's a champion. They could both fight. They could have fought each other. And he didn't. And let me tell you why. Wilder was going to accept the fight in 2018. But Joshua, hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying.
No, Wilder told you was in Wilder's camp. You were there, so you know Wilder was going to accept the fight. How do you say that? How do you know that?
Articles, because I read. But every time I show you a source, you say it's fake news because it doesn't fit your narrative.
That's okay. I don't know how to read. You can read. Great. Okay, now.
Let me finish my statement.
Okay, so I can't read.
Let me finish my statement.
Please.
All right. Can I finish my statement?
Please. Go ahead.
All right. Wilder wanted to fight back in 2018, but this is what happened. They were going to offer him a flat rate, which is absurd. And for a big-time boxing match, that's absurd. It was a flat rate of $15 million. He was going to go to the UK. And he was gonna go to UK, but they wanted a one-way rematch clause, meaning if Joshua won, no rematch. But if Wilder won, he has to fight him in a rematch. So Wilder said, "Yo, I'm already going to the UK. I'm already giving you the most money. I'm taking a flat rate, and you want me to sign this one-way rematch clause? It's too much. That's called You're negotiating yourself out of the fight." In terms of Joshua, that's why I said they didn't really want it. You didn't really want it. And let me tell you another situation where this happened in boxing history. Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. Riddick Bowe had the WBC title. He was unified champion. Lennox Lewis was the mandatory. He told Lennox Lewis, "Well, I deserve the lion's share of the money. I'm going to take 90%. You take 10%." Right?
Wrong.
That's not going to happen. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Riddick Bowe ended up dropping the WBC title. He threw it in the trash, right?
Complex.
Yeah.
Please, complex.
They're trying to say complex is high.
No, what I'm trying to say is spreading inaccurate.
For me, you know what I'm saying?
Complex is spreading inaccurate information again. So the reason why the fight never happened was because the WBC said if the fight didn't happen by a certain date, they were going to strip Riddick Bowe and give the belt to Lennox. He did give him an offer of 90-10, and then he came with another offer. But Lennox never accepted any of the offers because he knew, regardless of what happened, if they didn't fight by the deadline, he was going to lose. He was going to get the belt anyway. So Riddick Bowe threw the belt in the trash because there was no way he could retain the belt. Because Lewis wasn't going to accept the offer regardless. He could have offered him 50-50. He wouldn't have accepted the belt. It was only, yes, the way, bro, I did a whole video on this. This is what I'm trying to tell you, my bro. You can check the video out with facts. And you said you can read, right? So read the evidence. Don't come on our channel telling lies. But go ahead.
All right. Now we're done with that bullshit. So, anyways, what I was saying is,
Look it up. That's all I got to say.
I'll look it up. But guess what? AJ said out of his mouth, "I'm not going to rush into the Wilder fight. I've got a career and I've got a time." He said that. Joshua said that. So to me, it's like, if you don't want the fight, or Eddie Hearn doesn't want you to have the fight yet, okay. But don't talk about, "Oh, well, you're the best, you're the best. When, bro, he's offering you the fight. He's conceding. He was even like, "Yo, I'll take a flat rate," which is absurd for a fight of that magnitude. You always take a percentage. It's you never take just, "Oh, I'm gonna take 15 million." That fight could do who knows what kind of numbers. So that's what I'm saying. That was
I just wanted
nonsense.
to say hello to Lisa Bills. I just wanted to say what's up to Lisa Bills. Now, alert, Arlette is not alone. She's another female in the comment section. That's what I love to see.
Nah, Rachel's also in the comment section.
Yeah, we got Rachel.
Oh, shout out to
We
Rachel.
got some Bucky sisters in here.
We got the Golden Girls in here.
Shout
All right,
out
so
to
I'll
our
be back.
Bucky sisters.
The boxing.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
All right.
Yo, Complex got the most hate I've ever seen. Bro.
I can't even see the comments because I'm on my phone.
Bro, Complex gets the Ned Pacquiao hate. You know what I'm saying?
He twists the facts, bro. You know, the whole thing with Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe had nothing to do with the winning. It had everything to do with one guy suffered a detriment and the other guy didn't. If the fight didn't happen by the deadline, only Riddick Bowe was going to lose the belt. Lennox was going to inherit it. So Lennox had no reason to make the fight. We discussed that several times. But you see how he tried to make it about the contract.
Yo,
And that's
smoked Complex. You know?
Yeah,
Yo,
that's
you are going to show half of your posts because YouTube community rules. We could get in trouble for people when they're swearing. So if y'all want me to show it on the screen or read it, keep the language clean. All right.
I'm gonna have to go back and read it later. But you know, disrespect to him, man. He's the embodiment of a delusional fan. So I can't even get mad at him.
Klitschko took 17 million to fight Joshua. Why was Wilder offered with 15?
No, I was Wilder offended with 15. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wilder didn't want to fight.
He would have ever seen in his life. But you notice how Complex conveniently looked over the $120 million contract. He didn't want to mention it.
Yeah.
And that's my point. He keeps dwelling on a $15 million offer, bro. There have been numerous offers after that. You know, but he wants to hop on that because, you know, that's what delusional people do.
Daniel Cartridge, he's been holding it down in the comment section. Every time I look up, I haven't got a chance to shout you out, but every time I look up, you writing down you got some good questions and you got some good answers to some of these questions too. So I just wanted to shout you out, man. You're doing your thing in there.
And Gordon, I actually agree with you. Complex is reasonable when we're not talking about Wilder. When it comes to Wilder, yo, you know what it is? We just like.
Let me make a correction. As long as we're not talking about a man calling too.
Say it again. Yo, I didn't even get the heat. Oh, you said we're not talking about Wilder or Amir Khan.
Hey, listen. When he was talking about Danny, I said I couldn't say nothing.
I heard what you said, Trill. I was laughing, bro. I was like, yo, shout out.
Oh, please don't come back. Oh man, come on.
Now there's a lot of other people in the comment section. There's a lot going on. Like there was a kid, Andrew Ward. Want to shout out you. I see a lot of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Klitschko versus AJ was a 50-50 split, but Klitschko was a star. Wilder never has been. Mm-hmm.
You already, Daniel. Much respect.
Wilder for like $1 million at the time he was offered 15, and that's what he doesn't understand. If you want a rematch clause, negotiate it.
Mm-hmm.
Snot Gobbler, you was going in too, man. I want to shout you out too, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What serious offer did Wilder ever offer AJ?
Brother LK, what's up, man? I didn't say what's up to you today. What's up, my brother LK? What's up, Carl? I see you, man. A lot of you, man. I love to shout y'all out to let y'all know, man, that I see y'all.
I actually got a good question from Carl Williams. He said, "Who do you guys think Dubois should fight to see how good or bad he is?"
Chisora.
Chisora?
Usyk's already fighting him.
That's the only, like, if anything, then everybody else is just too better than him. Like
I say Gerald Washington.
Yeah, I'll be a good fight.
I thought Gerald Washington.
Yeah,
but that won't be how good he is, though, because if he beats him,
Here's why I picked Gerald Washington, because Gerald Washington's a solid boxer, but in the end, he'll probably end up knocking Gerald Washington out. So it's overall a risk. But we get to see what he can do with someone who has skills.
I would mind him in there with Michael Hunter.
Yeah, that would be a good fight. Dubois versus Michael Hunter. That would really.
You know what? I think that would be the test. Yeah, that would be a good test for him. Like Dubois versus Hunter.
If he can fail that test, though,
he
I
gets
said he
Hunter, I'm like, well, he deserves to be like recognized. But like somebody put FA, a job versus Daniel Dubois. I'm be honest, I think Daniel Dubois is gonna beat FA. FA's too slow. You know what I mean?
After what I saw from FA last night, let me tell you, if y'all didn't watch the fight last night, FA and Jaffa fought Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice took the fight on. I don't know, can y'all hear me clearly? Because I got this mask.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, he fought Johnny Rice. Johnny Rice took the fight on short notice, had to lose like 19 pounds, and he just went 10 rounds with him. And at the end of the fight, Johnny Rice was afraid he was going to get knocked out. He didn't even want to take the fight. When they went the distance, Johnny Rice looked at FA and Jaffa and made the stank face and shook his head like, "You ain't it, brother. You ain't it."
Yo, somebody, Grim Reaper wrote Dubois versus Pulev after the AJ fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that one. And somebody else put him versus Malik Scott. I think that would be a good matchup for him as well.
Malik's too dangerous for him.
Yeah.
Because because after the fight, Malik's going to offer him the speech on his fans only page.
Yeah, right. You pay Malik, right? He'll fall right before the boys hit him.
That all we're gonna be doing is talking about was this a dive at the end of that fight.
And Lisa said that AJ got heart and didn't quit. I'll say this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe all three of the top guys all have heart. Wilder has heart. Wilder didn't quit when he was getting destroyed by Fury.
Yeah.
Like these guys are warriors at this division. Like once you get to that elite level, like I don't think any of them lack the heart. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about like even Ruiz got duffed by AJ. He got like, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was like over early. He shocked the world. So it's like a lot of these guys, man, Povetkin was getting dominated by Dillian White. Dillian White was expected by everyone to win. What happened? Povetkin improved. You know what I mean? After getting dropped twice. Like these guys got heart, man, and I'm being real. When a heavyweight punches you in the face,
I'm not even gonna clown. I seen Rachel's comment about when did Wilder demonstrate all this heart in that last loss against Tyson Fury. He could have quit. He could have crumbled. Like even after he still came out after being knocked down. He could have quit. Should have stayed in his corner, stayed on the stool. He didn't. I mean, he didn't take a knee or nothing. Even though he was getting bashed, he didn't. You know, he showed a lot of heart by not going down. You know what I'm saying?
You know what Wilder showed me? Remember when Wilder was like, "Yo, my corner better never throw in the towel. Let me die in the ring." He was willing to die in that ring. That's why, to me, I'm like, yeah, his skill set may not be up there, but I have to respect Wilder's heart because he took an extreme beating from Tyson Fury. Like that fight was difficult for me to watch, and Wilder just kept getting back up, and I'm like, bro, stay down. It's okay. You lost. It's okay.
It's difficult for me to watch. I watched it on replay.
But people saying AJ quit. Now that's where I have to disagree with you right there. I don't say AJ quit. I mean, look, the fight was out.
Who wrote that?
Somebody did. M.R.
Oh, I did. Right.
Yeah, he said AJ quit. I don't think he quit. Not at all. Look, he got hit. The ref didn't let him continue, but AJ still kept getting up, and he still, he didn't lay down. You know what I'm saying? We don't see plenty of guys, quit. Even guys that got hit with body punches, but they're able to kick and punch the ground when you get hit with a body shot, which is crazy. These guys didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys didn't quit. I wouldn't say AJ quit. He just got hit. He got hit in the back of the head. His equilibrium, everything was off. But AJ did not quit.
All right, and we've seen.
I think like the quit stuff is like overblown. You have to look at it from certain perspectives. And like, when did Deontay Wilder show heart? He did show heart in selecting his opponents. I agree with that. He never picked like the toughest fighter, but when he was in his toughest moment, he did show heart. So like, I get when people are like questioning his heart. You're questioning like not necessarily his heart, but his willingness to take on the tough competition. But when he was getting beaten and battered, he could have just gone down. He could have just gave up. But he stood in that corner, and if they didn't throw in the towel, Wilder was probably gonna go out on his heel. So you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. He didn't and say stop it. He knew it wasn't his night. He knew it wasn't his night from the moment he got knocked down. He knew it wasn't his night. He never tried to stop it. He kept fighting. It's like, you don't like Wilder, you gotta give him props. In the same way, AJ, he knew it wasn't his night. He kept getting up, he kept getting dropped, he kept getting dropped. But he kept up. It wasn't his night. You gotta respect it.
Yeah, and Johnny Breezy, I actually agree with you too. I didn't believe AJ quit. I think he was trying to be tactical, right? Spit out the mouth.
Johnny Breezy, was that Johnny Breezy that said Keegan would be a good test for Du Bois?
Nah, but like I'm just saying that what AJ did made sense because I always think like, why don't like if a fighter gets hurt in the I don't feel like it's okay to take a knee. Get your bearings, get your legs back, then come back up. AJ was doing all the little tricks, but the referee just was like, nah, bro, we're done. I think AJ quit when he like took out his mouthpiece. I think he took out his mouthpiece so he get some air, get some time, because usually the referee be like, yo, pick it up. Then you go to your corner, your trainer cleans off the mouthpiece, and then that buys you like 30 seconds. But the ref, after a while, was like, all right, bro, you're done. So that doesn't show to me AJ doesn't have heart. Like, that's kind of...
If you saw the documentary, is called, like, One Night. The referee says it. He says he knows that Josh would spit out his mouthpiece to get more time. He said, but to him, it was a sign of, like, desperation. And when he looked across the ring and he saw Andy Ruiz jumping, he said, I can't let this kid go back into that fight because Andy Ruiz seriously hurt him. So that's why he stopped.
Welcome.
Yeah,
I
agree with like these guys all got hot, man. These guys was warriors. These guys step in the ring and they put their life on the line. All these guys is warriors.
Yo, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Can you guys admit that what happened to Wilder in the Fury fight is the same thing that happened to AJ in the first?
I won't.
And he was off for the rest of the fight. Can you guys admit that?
Oh, that's what you said. He was. All right, my honest opinion, I felt like Wilder going into the fight, something was wrong. Just like I felt like something was wrong with AJ going into the fight. The reason why I say this is because Wilder's legs did look wobbly from the start of the fight. He didn't look the same. So I don't know why he didn't look the same. I could lean to what Kaden usually alludes to. The nerves, like the nervousness probably got him exhausted. You know what I mean? The extra weight that he put on for this fight, in addition to like, his Mega Man suit, maybe that also got him exhausted. Like, he tried to do a couple of things different for the fight that just backfired on him. And that was his biggest moment. Like all the eyes was on him. And he pooped the ball. You know what I mean?
I honestly,
anything else like the glove day, I think all of that was stupid. Poisoned water, I think all of that's stupid. Like, but I felt like maybe his nerves just got the best of him, man. That's why I want to see how he does in the trilogy.
And then the nerves, you might have one. You might have one on there. I don't know. This is how I feel about the whole Deontay Wilder. I don't consider them both victories to be the same at all. All right. If anything, with AJ dropped Ruiz in the beginning. He came out doing what he was supposed to do and put Ruiz on his butt. The only thing is he made a mistake by going in for the kill and got caught in the back of the air. The thing with Wilder is Wilder did seem a little off when he came in there. He did seem a little off, but to me, I maybe thought he was dry. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't get a chance to warm up because Tyson Fury was all over him. Kind of reminded me of when Povetkin started.
Yo, Arlen, I'm not making excuses, man. Wilder lost fair and square. I'm just
when Povetkin got in that fight with Dillian White. I told you, I thought Povetkin was dry when they was knocking him down with those. Wasn't even look like forceful. Some shots wasn't even forceful. I just think that, and once he warmed up, you know what I'm saying, Povetkin was a different guy. You know what I'm saying? With the thing with Deontay Wilder, I see in a lot of Deontay Wilder's fights also is that he does take some time to warm up. This ain't a guy who's coming out the gate throwing. Nah, it takes some time to start letting his hands go, and So I just think
LaFaz, I
did it wrong.
The punishment that Wilder took was much worse than what AJ took from Ruiz.
Here's my thoughts on the situation. I don't want to hear any excuses. We saw AJ not look the same walking into the Ruiz fight.
Yeah.
No one accepted any of that excuses. We all knew he wasn't the same. We were like, yo, who's that clone in the other corner? No one ever made excuses. Now all these Wilder fans want to talk about, I think something's wrong with him. I don't want to hear it. He called Tyson Fury pillow fist. He was so confident. He had the after party set up already. I still got the flyer today.
To respond though, there was excuses for AJ, just like there was excuses for Wilder.
No, there wasn't. Not made by anybody, and also definitely made by me, bro. Pull up the Boxer Bros thing. You heard what I said then. I say it now. You walk in the ring, no excuses.
No, I don't want to. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there were excuses for both gentlemen. Remember, they were saying AJ had a panic attack.
Yeah. But we did
training. You know what I'm saying? So there were excuses already set up. But AJ, the one thing I respect about AJ, he shut them all down.
Exactly. That's why I give you G.
He was the better man, fair and square.
I know. That's what one thing I can give for AJ, which shows the true heart of a champion. Right when he heard the first excuse, he had a panic attack. AJ jumped out the window like, no, none of this happened. This guy won this fight. That's the only thing that we can say.
Didn't AJ say it was a punch from the gods?
Nah,
AJ said that.
He said something in the interview was like, the punch from the
He said it was essentially a lucky punch.
Yeah.
He called it a lucky punch. He said it was the punch from the gods.
Yeah.
But once again, here you go trying to flip it. The interpretation and the point is he landed the punch at the perfect time because he was about to get knocked the hell out. That's why he called it a punch.
You say it's lucky. That's not no excuse. You just said I'm talking about excuse. We're talking about excuses. And excuses is different. Like AJ, he killed all the excuses. Deontay Wilder, he still hasn't came out and killed all the excuses. Exactly. That's what he needs to do. But we're not talking about what guys show better of goals after the fight. We're talking about these guys as fighters and who got hurt worse. And I believe that Deontay Wilder took a worse of a beating than AJ. AJ got hit behind the back of the ear and his stuff was thrown off. But I think that Deontay Wilder was bleeding out his ear. He got beat.
Wilder got hit in the back of his head. Wilder got hit in the legit back of his head, not even behind the hair, like behind the head.
Yo, bro, you Wilder fans are so worried about fairness now. When you were jumping up and down screaming Fat Boys is in style because Joshua got hit behind the head, you didn't care when Ruiz landed that punch.
Well, Ruiz didn't hit him behind the head.
He hit him behind the ear, bro. You tell me where that is.
Listen, I'm the side of the head. Look, I'm the first one to call somebody else if they were dirty.
It's a legal punch.
I want to call somebody up there dirty and they doing something intentional. When I see a lot of things when fighters get hit behind the head or on the side of the ear, it's the positioning of the head. Unless
it's the positioning. Thank you, bro.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times
AJ overextended and he got caught because Ruiz countered him. Wilder off the break got hit behind the head. The referee broke them and then Fury hit him with the 1-2, but the second one hit him behind the head. It's still legal. I'm not saying it's illegal, but I'm saying it was behind the head at the end of the day.
Yo, but Complex, man. You and I know Wilder's notorious for them windmill punches behind the head. So let's just stop it, bro. Like, yo, it happens.
Exactly. Hey, yo, cry me a river. I'm about to listen to that when we get off this chat. And you've inspired me. You've inspired.
Whatever y'all say about Complex in the comment section, y'all have to give it to him. He hasn't a jump ship. Yeah, he is sticking with his guy. Yeah. You have to give him that. You know what I'm saying? He is stuck with his guy.
Captain Complex, the Cape Crusader.
Oh, he go down with the ship. I'll give him that.
He's definitely going down with the ship. Some people would have abandoned shit. He's definitely going down with the ship. I definitely respect it. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't or anything that he said.
Complex to this day still rocks with Amir Khan. He think Amir Khan got a certified granite chin. You know?
That's why I gotta give him slack on. You definitely gotta jump off that boat, brother. You definitely gotta jump off of that Amir Khan boat. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Nah. We're not gonna do that. See, stance, this is where I have to draw the line. You said just a better FA. Like way better than the FA, bro. FA.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
FA is just horrible.
FA is horrible. He's too slow. Like, no, it's just, nah, man. Nah.
He should go to like the WWE or something. Put some face paint on him or something.
No, here's an objective way of looking at it, right? For everyone saying that Wilder's better FA or Wilder FA are comparable. Watch the fight with FA and Joppa last night and tell me Deontay Wilder wouldn't have knocked that guy out in 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Wilder would have knocked Johnny Rice out in 2 rounds. Probably won. FA won 10 rounds.
Jerome, I see you, Jerome Benjamin.
I'm actually live on YouTube.
Oh,
my bad.
Jerome Benjamin say even us Brits don't rock with Khan anymore.
Damn. Damn. Yo, heard this? Jerome said even us Brits don't ride with Khan anymore. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
I'm about to go in the elevator, so it disappears.
Yeah, nah, man. I think we could wrap up this live, man.
Yo,
can y'all see me?
They got 2 more questions.
Oh, hold on. Kanan got a question for Complex. Go ahead.
I don't have a question for Complex. I should let the people ask them through a question.
Hold on, they did. We went through those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel you, Johnny. I feel you. I don't think FA's next to him either.
Hold on, I got a question for Complex.
Johnny, I agree.
What does Wilder have to do to win the 3rd fight?
Oh.
I'm trying to tell him.
Oh, no, it's okay. To win the 3rd fight, he got to be confident. He's got to be on the front foot. He can't back up. Because one thing is true, it's mental. It's all mental. It's mostly mental. Wilder's got the tools to beat him. It's mostly mental. And he's got to be on the front foot. He can't back up. He can't let Fury invade his space like he allowed in the 2nd fight. I think he's got to be on the front foot. I think he's got to be more aggressive. I think it's possible. Like, let me give y'all a quick story before I head out.
Gordon, much love.
Yo, back in the day, Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, who Deontay's named after, right? He lost to a guy named Max Schmeling, right? Max Schmeling was from Germany. He said, "Yo, I could beat Joe Louis. He's got a style. I can beat him, right?" And guess what? Max Schmeling came in and beat Joe Louis, right? Guess what happened in the rematch? Joe Louis whooped him. So in boxing history, there's all types of these fights where one guy gets dominated, whatever. It seems like he's outclassed. Bro, I'm telling you, Wilder's got a chance in the 3rd fight. Don't sleep. And you never know. Wilder could come back and he could be on top again. It's a dangerous fight for Fury because this is it. If Fury loses, there's no more belt. There's no more fights. That's the 3rd fight. So it's actually a dangerous fight for Fury. Wilder, he's already lost. So Wilder loses again, it's whatever, right? But it's actually more dangerous for Fury.
Arlette, I seen your comment. I like Khan. Makes perfectly good sense of why you was going so hard on Danny Garcia.
That explains it.
That explains
He broke a heart.
That explains so much. Hey.
Before you leave, if Wilder retires after the Fury 3, will you lose some respect for Wilder? Keep it a buck.
If he retires?
Yeah, if he retires after the Fury trilogy.
You heard the question.
Would you lose respect for Wilder?
A little bit because I think he's still. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit because I think he's still got something in him. I would like to see him, even if he loses, I still want him to see him fight AJ. I still want to see that fight. I think everybody does. So I wouldn't retire just yet. I think he's still good. I think he can still face top challengers. But I don't think AJ honestly would. AJ would give him like $2 million for that fight. AJ would be like, take it or leave it. $2 million, and you got to come to the UK and you got to fight with one arm behind your back, and I got to pick the referee and the judges and the ring, and you got to weigh this, but I can weigh this. But
you know
no,
what I'm saying? He's giving a good answer, and then the delusion comes out. Well, go ahead.
I'm just messing with y'all. No, yeah, I don't want to see Wilder retire if he loses the third fight, because also he's only lost to one person still. It's one guy. Fury could lose, and then Wilder could beat the guy who beats Fury. You never know. So things aren't the end all be all. You know what I mean? So I would want to see him stay in the game. I think he's still got some good fights in him, but he's getting a little older. So I mean, different fighters depending on your age, but the old age could just hit you like that one day, and all of a sudden you're old. So you know, but I want him to stay in.
So Complex. Would you lose respect for Wilder if Wilder retires without fighting Joshua?
If this is the thing though, is Joshua giving him a fair deal? That's the question.
No, I got a better question. What does a fair deal for Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua look like to Complex?
Hold on for a second before y'all get in there. I seen a comment. I just don't want it to get past this real fast. Donnie T. From the Boxing Bros, for myself and the Boxing Bros, we would like to say happy birthday to your little man, Amor Thomas. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Boxing Bros, much love.
All right.
To your little one.
A fair deal is this. Either a one-fight deal or a two-way rematch, right? That's number one. You guys got me? Or you lose me?
No, I got you. Yeah, we got you. You good.
All right. So I guess hold on. But there was
he said one fight deal, no money. You don't want to talk about money? I'm interested in hearing when you talk about the money. Did he freeze up?
Yeah, he froze up. Yeah.
I'm back. Back.
All right, one fight deal, a two-way rematch.
Yeah.
Okay. Then money-wise, AJ can get the lion's share, but 60-40 max. That's it. We're not doing this goofy flat rate, or you just take this fixed rate for the first fight and the second fight. No, a split 60-40. If Wilder wins, if Wilder beats Fury in the third fight, then 50-50. But for real, why is that? If Wilder beats Fury in the third fight, it should be a 50-50 because y'all were ready to give Fury 50-50, right?
No, I'm not laughing at that.
Your Complex, I agree with you.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm laughing at. That's not what I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at Wilder beating Fury in the third fight. But go ahead.
Okay, so basically, like I said, a one fight or two fight deal, right? And it could be the UK or US, right? Or 60-40, right? Split of the money for the one fight deal, and AJ gets the lion's share. But winner takes all. But winner after that, that's it. So I think that's fair.
So Andrew Ward just wrote, hold on. Didn't that boxer cousin cry about the one-way deal previously?
Mm-hmm. That's why I said a two-way, either a one fight or a two-way rematch.
A two-way rematch.
In all fairness to Complex, he was complaining because Joshua had a rematch clause for him, but Wilder didn't have one for himself. So that's what he was complaining about. Not just the fact that it was a straight-up fight, but the fact that Wilder wouldn't have got a rematch if he lost, but Joshua would have got a rematch.
No, hold on. I got a question. Is this true? What Lisa said? AJ offered a 60-40 deal.
When?
Yeah, I don't think that ever happened, man. That's crazy.
You know what? He offered him more than a 60-40, in my opinion. He offered him $120 million. Okay.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Dude, are you serious?
AJ didn't offer it. DAZN offered it. DAZN. And now look at DAZN. DAZN is complaining about paying Canelo. So what are we talking about?
Yo, obviously that's semantics, bro. You know.
You're being funny. You think they offered him 120 million to fight Dillian?
Bro, they offered Canelo. Hold on, I'll tell you why. Yeah, you're right. They didn't, because they offered Canelo that money, and Canelo won't fight Triple G. So they offered, and now they're trying to make him fight Triple G, but Canelo's like no, or he wants more money. So what does that say? DAZN doesn't even know what they're doing. The DAZN deal was complete nonsense. You can see now it's all falling apart.
What does that have to do with Joshua Wilder? You think
what does that have to do?
$120 million?
They can't control.
Is that what you
can't control? They can't control that. So somehow they're gonna get Joshua. Joshua wasn't part of the deal. Joshua could have easily been like, "Nah, I don't like that. I don't want those terms."
So all right. So let me just say this. Here's what I'm going to say, then I'm done. So let's say hypothetically Joshua says, "No, I don't want to fight Deontay Wilder." He has a 3-fight deal for $120 million. That means he would have made $20 million to fight Brazil. He would have made $50 million to fight Dillian, and he would have made $50 million to fight Provector.
They wouldn't have paid him.
The immaculate win, because it's more money than he got.
They wouldn't have paid him,
and he lost.
So they wouldn't have paid him.
So
they wouldn't have paid him because they don't want to pay Canelo $30 million to fight their own guys that fight on DAZN. So what are you talking about? You sound crazy.
Yeah,
Canelo.
Crazy. Okay,
hold on, fellas.
Canelo. They won't pay Canelo $35 million to fight Billy Joe Saunders or Callum Smith, two guys who fight on DAZN.
I am talking about a man named Deontay Wilder and another guy named Anthony Joshua. You keep
all right.
Yo,
fellas,
all right.
Well,
in the
gentlemen.
In the comment section, a number of people are saying the 60-40 offer.
It was real.
So I'm gonna say,
when was the 60-40
part of it? But I'm gonna say this: if that 60-40 offer was real, then I have to say I'm disappointed in Deontay Wilder because
you fall for this nonsense all the time.
Remember, he was like set the date, made and all that stuff. And then Joshua set the date and they offered him 60-40.
No, they did not. What are you talking about? When was this?
Bro,
I got to look.
I made a video about this too. Yo, maybe you should start watching the videos, bro.
I'm in the videos. I just don't remember. I'm
talking about one of the videos where I pull up the receipts.
Oh,
and show everybody. Yeah,
I do remember when Joshua came. He was on ESPN and he said something about April 13th date though.
He said
Joshua was already coming to New York and he was gonna fight Big Baby Miller. That whole April, he was offering April.
ESPN, the biased American media acting like he was Justin Wilder, and he said it.
He did not stop.
I offered him the money. What more you want me to do?
Yo, can somebody in the comments pull up like an article or something that could verify the 60-40 offer? Because that's crazy, bro.
Because after that,
I'm gonna have
you talking about that, but then after that, DAZN offered him that deal, the $100 million deal, which was flat rate, $40 million.
Yo, bro, you keep talking, but he still hasn't made the amount of money he would have made if he just accepted that deal.
He would have never made that. He would have never made that money. Not all money is good money.
How can you say this? This is what makes me. Yo, you are the greatest. Yo, what's going to happen a week from now? You know everything. So, like, come on, bro. Like, you just keep saying stuff you have no
everything
idea.
I've said has come true.
You would have made that money because I know why. You have no evidence to support
Canelo.
You make conclusory statements all the time.
All right,
bro.
man. I'm sounding crazy. I'm yelling. I'm in my house. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. I gotta go.
That's what you need. That's letting you know.
I gotta go. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
This up, man. It's like 12 o'clock over here in Boston. So I mean,
and to answer Gordon's question, Gordon, man, he asked was we doing this every Sunday at this time on Boston time. Gordon, we had some extra time left over, and we said that we was gonna rock out.
I'm like, man, True, you got an echo.
I don't know why. I don't got nothing with volume
on. Your phone on? If your phone's on, you got to put it all the way down.
Nah, my volume ain't on.
Yeah.
Probably not.
All right.
My volume's down. I got the live stream running, but the volume's down.
But yeah, Gordon. This was off the fly. We had some time left over from doing the videos that we normally do on Sunday podcast. So we had some time that we wanted to rock out with you guys and go live.
Yo, man, I ain't go front, man. The comments were lit today, man. But yo, I'm just
all the time.
If y'all bringing smoke, like you can bring smoke, but if it's anything disrespectful to anybody that's on the panel, we're not gonna show it on the screen. So, like, if you want something to be asked, or you want to show, if you want the comment to be visible on the screen, it can't be disrespectful. That's
yeah,
all.
I'm saying, and y'all are better than that anyway. Everybody that I see in the comment, y'all know what we about, and y'all are better than that anyway. Y'all stand up people anyway, so there should be no garbage or anything going on anyway. So we appreciate y'all for rocking with us all the time anyway, and policing yourselves. So much love to you guys.
Like stuff like this, I could share this. Like someone saying complex at church, the boy needs delivering. You know what I mean? That's like respectable trash talk. But once it's like, yo, F him, he's a da-da-da, I'm not gonna share that. Just to let you know.
They saying that about Complex?
Yeah, there's some
Oh, I didn't see that. I couldn't see it.
What I need you guys to do, if y'all still on, please follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. We're gonna stop putting up a question a week and starting a little debate so we can, debate with each other. And so we're gonna start putting up a question of the week on Instagram and on Twitter. So please follow us on Instagram and follow us on Twitter.
And the chin diaper comment was funny as hell. I gotta give him that.
I ain't gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are clever. Y'all are clever in here. You know what I mean? So yeah, and please, everybody, if y'all could, man, just hit the like button. Much appreciated. And thank you, Rachel, for the comment. We really appreciate that.
Thank you, Rachel. Take care.
You already know. I see you, James. I see you, James.
BB.
You already know what it is. So we out of here. So please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. Like I said, also check out our podcast on all major streaming services. I'm Trill Dollar Bill. That's Caden. That's G. That's the TBE Ned. Look, remember, you get back what you put out. So why not let it be love? It's the Boxing Bros. We out.
Peace.
Peace.